I want a wearable pump. Which one should I get? This is the new Momcozy Air 1. There are lots of new wearables on the market, and it can be difficult to decide which one you want. Now, before we even get into this pump, wearables are a great complement to help reach your breastfeeding and pumping goals. They should never replace a primary pump if you're pumping for a NICU or preemie baby, if you're trying to bring in a full milk supply, or if you're exclusively pumping. But they can help maintain those extra milk removals when you're on the go. If you have a fully established milk supply and you're just trying to get in some extra pumps, they can be a great option to help you reach your goals. So this Momcozy Air 1 does come in a charging case. The case can last with its charge up to 5 days, which means you can pump on these for about 15 times on that charge. When we open this up, we're going to see that these will connect to charge. Do be mindful to never get the pump motor wet, and make sure that these are staying very dry when you're cleaning them, because any moisture in this little conduit at the bottom that charges can damage the motor and the battery of your pump. So do make sure that if you have a pump that charges in the case, that you're keeping it exceptionally dry. Now, what you'll notice about this pump is that it is very slim. Some other wearable pumps tend to be really bulky, so you can obviously see that you're like, wow, it looks like you're pumping. But the more discreet shape and contour sits in the bra and fits to the breast, so it's less obvious that you're pumping on these slimmer design. The other nice thing is, look at how clear that is. From the top down, you can see your nipple in that flange tunnel to make sure that you have good proper alignment and that your nipples aren't hitting the back of that tunnel. This helps for the correct flange fit as well as comfort while you're pumping. Now, this pump, when you take it apart, the cup is going to come off of the motor. Now, anytime you're working with a wearable pump, we want to make sure that we're not going to leak. So when we take this pump apart, when we pop out our duckbill membrane and take off of our backflow protector, this pump is going to come apart in 2 pieces. They are both plastic pieces. So unlike some wearables that have silicone, when you go to put this back together, it just pops right back in to make sure that you're not going to have leaking on this. You don't have to be quite as fussy getting the silicone all the way around like with some other wearable pumps. Now, this does have a 6-ounce capacity, and you saw how quickly I was able to put that back together. Some people will report that if you hit above 5 ounces, you increase your likelihood of leaking. That's true for any wearable pump. It's true for any bottle. If you go above a certain line, it does increase your risk of leaking. So do be mindful that if you have a robust milk supply and are going above that, you are increasing the likelihood of leaks. Now, this is going to pop back together, and again, it's pretty easy. Snap, snap. This does have a nice contour to the back. It comes with 17, 19, and 21 millimeter inserts so that you can find that comfortable fit. You might have to get other inserts if you are 15 or 13, which is the more common sizes that I'm seeing, but it will fit a flange insert in there to get you that right pump. Now, the nice thing about this pump, when you turn it on, you're going to push the power button and then push it again. This is actually a very quiet breast pump. You can hardly hear this over normal ambient noise. So the slim profile helps it look very discreet while you're pumping, and that noise is almost non-existent. So if you're pumping in a busy office, if there's a white noise machine or music running, you would probably never even really hear this pump. This pump does have a variety of settings for cycle, meaning the speed that it pumps, and for vacuum, meaning how hard it sucks. So this is going to give you the ability to find that most comfortable pump for you. This pump is like a lot of the other pumps on the market. The harder you go with the stronger suction, the longer the pull. But most people don't need to go up that high in order to find a comfortable setting to be able to pump to express their milk. So this is the Momcozy Air 1, slim profile with that transparency so you can see through it for a good flange fit, lightweight and easy to carry around, and it does have that advantage of charging in the case. So that's one option for a wearable pump. Now you know.